Hi everyone, this is Z. I'm back to do my Yarnbox classic video for the month of August. I know today is actually September the 1st, but I kind of got a late jump on this one. I've been holding on to this box for a while, just haven't really had a time or a quiet time to do this. Plus, school is started back for my kids, and if you don't know, I homeschool my kids, so there's really not been a quiet time that I could get this video in. So I kind of got up this morning, decided I was going to go ahead and get this Yarnbox video done while the kids were still in bed, and I'd be able to get it done in peace. So, without further ado, here is my yarn box, and I have already done the liberty of taking out the cards so that I can get started. I have not looked at the yarn. I promise you guys I have not looked at the yarn. So I'm going to go with my cards and we'll look at the yarn together. We'll be shocked together. How about that? So, Yarnbox card reads, Flight of the Gryphon, or Gryphon. Some yarn dyers are so good they develop a following all of their own. Such is the case with this month's dyer, the Verdant Gryphon. With rich color applications and colorful names often inspired by tweaked mythology and tongue-in-cheek wordplay, we know our members are going to be beyond excited about this month's box. Two skeins of Verdant's most popular base, Booga, have found their way to our doorsteps this month, giving you a delicious amount of sport weight yarn to play with for great patterns. This 70% merino, 20% cashmere, and 10% nylon yarn is machine washable and ready for wear in an array of gorgeous hand-dyed semi-solids. Our designers made good use of the total 824 yards of yarn, creating beautiful patterns you're sure to want to start right away. Knit designer Alexis Winslow has adorned a pair of hand warmers and pom-pom top hat with delicate baubles. Longtime crochet favorite Katya Novoka has worked two skeins up into a squishy wrap. Find both patterns online in your Yarnbox pattern library. Okay, so, and on the back we have a zigzag rib stitch. So I will show you that. Ooh. I opened up the window today so that maybe we could get a better light, maybe get the colors to come out, and it looks like it did works. So we may have to remember that for the next video. Here is Katya's crochet pattern, which looks really pretty. I like the details. Might do a shawl. And Alexis's knitted pattern, the pom-pom hat with the bobble stitch. What is up with this stitch, you guys? I don't like the poofiness. You know, the bobbles, I guess you would call it. I'm not a fan of the bobbles. I'm really, really not a fan of the bobbles. Don't think I would be making this. It kind of looks like, you know, when you got your favorite shirt or your favorite sweater and it's made of like that wool type fiber, and the more you wash it, the more it gets the little lint balls that just sits on top of it. That's what this stitch looks like to me. And I don't like lint balls, so guess I won't be doing that one. Before we look at the yarn, I was actually thinking, a lot of friends of mine have been talking about, since I've been doing these Yarnbox videos, that I should do a podcast. And I was thinking of not doing a podcast because I feel like I don't really have that much to talk about. But another friend, Nicole, was telling me, well, you don't have to be an hour long. You can be 45 minutes, show what you have, and be done, which kind of sounds okay. But then I came up with this idea. I thought about this because I get these Yarnbox boxes for socks and for the classic. I was thinking that maybe that could be my podcast. That I start using my Yarnbox yarn to make the projects. I can even do either the ones that they decided if I like it, or I can come up with my own and do that. So I'm thinking of doing that. And if I do that, then my podcast will probably be once a month and go from there, and I can use that whole month to work on the project. Kind of brainstorming. Think I have a name for it too, but I don't think I want to say it just yet. I think I'll wait. But I think that might be what I'm going to do. So, we're going to take a look at the Yarnbox yarn, see what we got. Oh, wait. I see another card. Oh no. That's the tag for the yarn. Oh, this is pretty. Look at this green. Oh, Sarah, you would love it. It is so pretty. Oh, wow. And it's the variegated, but it's got different colors. Oh, it goes from a light green to a dark green to an emerald. Oh, wow. This is really pretty. And it's soft. This is sports weight. The colorway here is juniper tree. You can see that. It's kind of backwards, but juniper tree is our colorway. This is very pretty. You know what? I've noticed that I'm starting to like different colors. I used to be stuck on certain colors. Purple is my favorite color. And it was mainly purples and blues that I liked. But since I've been getting this Yarnbox yarn, I'm starting to like a whole lot of different colors. And I really, really, really love the variegateds. The variegateds that they send me have been really, really nice. I have some of my Yarnbox yarn that was thicker, like the wool yarn. I like the colors. I'm scared to use it because the yarn is so thick. I don't like holes. I've kind of gone away, not really gone away, but have slowly drawn away from crocheting because a lot of the crochet patterns have a lot of holes. Unless it's a shawl where it has, small holes, it's okay. But like the tunics that I've seen have really, really big holes. And I don't like the really, really big holes. Like blankets with the really, really big crochet with the holes. I don't like that. So I've kind of gone more into knitting because the knitting doesn't have really, really big holes. The knitting is pretty much more together. It kind of looks more like fabric, like sewing, and their holes are more decorative holes. I don't know, maybe if y'all understand what I'm saying, if I'm making any sense. But yeah, I've kind of gone into doing a lot more knitting, and I have learned to continental knit. So I've been real happy with that. I like it. It works a little bit better for me than versus the English style where they say you're throwing the yarn. Yeah, that kind of was. It wasn't really bothering my wrist. A lot of people that I've talked to have said that the English style, with them having to throw the yarn, it hurts their wrist. It wasn't really bothering me, but I did like the style of the continental knitting. My friend Nicole, again, hi Nicole, is a continental knitter, and I used to love to watch her and she is so good at it that she doesn't even have to look at it. She can watch TV and keep on knitting, and she didn't even look down at her fingers, and I think that is so cool. Don't think I'm that far yet, but I'm getting there. So, but I like that. I like the fact that, she does a lot of her knitting, and she can sit and watch TV and watch podcasts, because she likes to watch podcasts, but watch her podcast, and she doesn't miss a beat because she's just going to town. I love it. I want to get there. So, but yeah, I like the continental knitting, and I have a couple of a couple of projects that I'm working on right now that I'm using the continental knitting in, and I like it because it does work a little bit faster. I've known that I've heard that through a lot of different podcasts and watching a lot of different videos on YouTube, that they said the continental knitting is a little bit faster than the English style, which I'm finding is, and I like it. I've also been trying to do some other stuff. Been looking at some different types of, I don't know, it's not stitches, but methods of knitting. So I've been looking into that kind of stuff. And I think this kind of stuff that I could, I guess I will put in my podcast once I started, or if I started. So I feel like right now I'm doing a lot of rambling, and I've only been on here for about 10 minutes. So this is my dilemma with the podcasting, because I don't want it to be too short, but then I don't want it to be too long, because some long podcasts, you get tired, you don't want to watch it, and I want people to watch it, but I want to be right within that margin that, they're interested, but it's not getting to a boring state. So I'm working on that. I'm going to see, maybe try to figure out what I want to say, what I want to do as far as the podcast is concerned, and I may do it. I don't know yet. But that's it for today with the Yarnbox Classics. Tune in very soon, because it is already the beginning of September, so that means I should be getting a Yarnbox socks box coming real soon. Oh, speaking of socks, I'm still working on a pair of socks. All the previous socks that I had started have been frogged, ripped, re-caked the yarn, and I'm going to try something else. But I am working on a pair right now. The funny thing about it was I started it, got, I'd say maybe an inch into the cuff of it, and forgot what pattern I was using. Isn't that crazy? How do you forget the pattern that you're using? So instead of ripping it, I found another pattern that was still within the ribbing, and I'm going to use that one. And what was that pattern? I'm going to have to look again, because I think I might have forgotten again. But I got to go. Kids are starting to knock on the door, which means they're awake. They're going to be ready for start school soon. So until next time, bye guys. Have a blessed day.